It's so beautiful to laugh and recognize the beauty of all that surrounds us. And there is incredible beauty. Everything is so delightful. Well, one could say, well, you have privilege, or you have nice people around, you have a property, but it is never actually circumstantial. Your joy is never circumstantial. One can have all the mulch in the world and they could be miserable. We've seen it again and again and again. Where is joy springing from? When you actually see life as it is, filled with color, filled with the uniqueness of every being, the brilliance of the mind. It's brilliant in language and communication, at least it has the potential to be. And when you see life as it is, I don't know how else to say that when it is unfiltered by expectations and attachment, that as soon as an experience gives you delight, immediately you want to hold on and repeat again and again that same action or the company with that person. And here we are, after delightfully enjoying each other's company, we take that joy into meditation. That is said to be the source of the joy. Now you can't see the source because joy expressed is seen. So we open an inner eye that sees the source, but not in the way that the physical eyes see an object. It is a seeing of pure awareness, of spacious stillness, is also conscious. That stillness of the space that comes from meditation. It's not emptiness. It's not nothingness. It's not devoid of something. It is pure consciousness, pure knowing, pure being. And so the consciousness of space, that ever-present stillness, that is not at all divided from the experience, which appears like a wave because we experience the beginning and the end of the experience. But just as the ocean doesn't know the beginning and end of itself with the arising of a wave, so too the source of joy is never finding some point of beginning or end, even though the experience of it through our senses and our thinking mind and our delight that it triggers, that appears to have a beginning and an end. And that's why it is so precious to meditate, not just because we want to remove suffering or free ourselves from suffering, but also to be with the source of joy as its most subtle space. There's one simple point comes again and again to my mind to be expressed, that the form does not disturb the space. The experience does not disturb the joy. The senses do not divide the self from the experience. The thinking mind never disturbs the source, and hence consciousness, existence, and bliss is described as pure, unable to be disturbed. Without a beginning and without an end, it is described as pure. Beginnings have to progress to endings. But what is throughout pure? And in meditation, to slowly and slowly go so deep inside that we don't live the reality of the thinking mind that is based in division, that we can create some space to realize the true reality in yourself as pure consciousness, pure existence, pure bliss. So the purpose of meditation is to know yourself, pure consciousness, pure existence, pure bliss. In every meditation, regardless of how many thoughts or what we feel about the experience of meditation, the roots of the maturity of knowing yourself, pure consciousness, pure existence, pure bliss, are deepening, becoming established as the reality. And then the absurdity of what we used to call the reality, which does begin to look absolutely absurd. How human beings act out all their insecurities and desires and strong views based in that insecurity and desire. It's seen as absurd, but it doesn't disturb you. You learn how to play in that field. Certain amount we have to act, and act with people who think the reality is this formed existence. And that is a part of the great play also. To see them as the same self, although their ideas may be, from the point of view of pure consciousness, pure existence, pure bliss, completely absurd. So lastly, realizing the source of your being never divides you from others, and source from its manifestation, the experience, what we see, how we act, what we do, what delights us, what brings us to a state of stillness. I am pure space, whose nature is pure consciousness, pure existence, pure bliss.